Welcome to the I'm Not the Crazy One podcast, where two brothers keep it real raw and black as fuck. From culture and comedy to life's wildest debates, we're here to prove that sometimes you're not crazy. The world just doesn't get it. And you see that dope ass picture we got? That's definitely not how we look. Shout out to AI though. Tune in, tap in, and join the conversation because trust us, you're not the only one thinking it. Let's go. Let's get it going.
Hola, little brother. What's up, everybody? Welcome to I Am Not the Crazy One podcast, where two brothers get together and talk about the most randomest of shits.
See.
That's your comeback today. That's the comeback you working with today. See, that's what we're gonna do.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
You're gonna make this a long. You're gonna make this a long episode, sir.
Hey, it is what it is. What are you drinking? Give some free advertisement to these people.
Black Label. I'm drinking scotch.
Nice, nice. I'm drinking tequila.
I try to veer away from drinking scotch while I'm doing a podcast, because I tend to drink it faster than my other liquors, but I need scotch to write.
Yeah, so that's what
I
happened with
do.
me too. The first episode, I was drinking Crown, and it was gone in 2 minutes.
Yes, like the first one, I think that's why both of us were so like, man, we were just clicking on all levels, because I had the scotch. I had half a bottle of scotch left, and I look at the end of the podcast and it's gone. I'm like, holy shit, I just drank an entire half bottle of fucking scotch, which I never do. So I'm feeling all good about myself. I'm smoking a cigar outside. I'm like, this is the greatest day to be alive.
Yeah, no more. Just tequila.
Right.
Just tequila, buddy.
Yeah, we gotta pace ourselves on this thing.
Yeah.
We do have to be sober for some of it.
Sure.
All right, little bro, I'm gonna jump into it. The act of accepting one action from a certain type of person, but not the other, has been a part of this planet for a long time.
Yeah.
It's something we try to justify in certain circumstances when it's our own, or quick to defend ourselves. But the double standard's been around for a minute.
Hell yes.
So
Yes, it has.
that is something as a planet that we try to, I guess, veer away from, but we can't.
We just gotta learn that.
Because some double standards are just there to say.
Yeah.
But what is a common double standard that you tend to see thrown around out there?
I'll tell you one. So
Okay.
of course I go to church. So
Yes.
a long time ago, long time ago, I was dating the army chick, right?
Okay.
We went to church. We were thinking about marriage, and
Yeah.
the pastor read this passage where it was like, no matter what happens in a marriage, it falls on the man. And I'm sitting there thinking, what? And it's
What the hell, Pastor? Are you serious?
It's in the Bible. Like, whatever goes wrong in the marriage, it's the husband's fault because you were supposed to.
It's literally our fault.
Yeah, you were supposed to lead them away, or you're supposed to you just supposed to lead the household to where it don't come to that. No matter how crazy that woman is and what she does, it's your fault.
Okay, so I am an avid I read the Bible. I go to church. Not as much as you, but I do go to church. I hadn't heard this. This is a new one. Like, you got to be kidding me. You're telling me everything that goes wrong with the marriage in the Bible says that is our fault.
Yep.
So now you just gave every woman out there fuel for the fire. Be like, oh, guess what Jesus said? He said, whatever I do, this shit is on you.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you the man.
And the only way that you're supposed to get a divorce, the word is okay, is if the woman cheats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's some Old Testament shit. That's the only way
That is
divorce is okay, is if the woman cheats.
Damn. So everybody out there that's leaving us because, that's a big time double standard. Because, yikes, man. That's giving us a lot of power. Like, oh, you cheated? Oh, I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah. So that it evens the double standard because whatever happens in the marriage that goes wrong is the husband's fault. But if the woman cheats, like it didn't say if the man cheats, if the woman cheats, it's okay to get a divorce.
That's crazy. I've never heard that.
Yeah. So I had to even it out. See? They don't want to say we're playing both sides.
Okay. So the most general double standard on this planet, the number one double standard is the number of people we've slept with as a gender.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be okay for a guy to have high numbers, but a woman not supposed to have high numbers.
Yes, like if I say I got 50, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if my wife say, oh yeah, see 71, 72, 73, I'm supposed to be grossed out by that,
Yeah, I don't
and
care.
most people
Yeah,
are.
we different. I don't care.
Hey, look,
Show me what you done learned.
look. I don't know if I'm the crazy one on this one or not. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't care if I am. But it seems like the only people that care about numbers as far as sex goes are white dudes.
Yeah, and then some of the young people too.
Some of the young people that ask you what your body count is. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I don't care.
And it's the dumbest thing ever. Like, really? So if her body count is XYZ, you don't want nothing to do with that.
Nah,
Okay. That's the dumbest shit ever.
I swear, I don't
But
care.
that's by far the oldest one. That is by far the
That
oldest
is,
one.
you
Because
right.
man, back in the day, you were a slut and a half if you were a chick and you were sleeping with more than one or two dudes.
Listen, I don't care. To me, anyway, whatever number you gonna tell me, if you tell me, I'm gonna multiply it by 3 anyway. Cause I don't trust nothing you talking about.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I think that's I don't know, but just for me, from when I've dated and I've been married before, that's something that never came up.
Yeah,
I've never been asked, "Oh, do you know how many people you slept with?" Like, no, I didn't even know we were supposed to keep count of shit like that. Like,
I
for
do,
what?
but that's for other
You do?
reasons.
Are
Yeah.
you serious?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Just because if something comes up.
okay, that's
And
fair.
then so I can put the dates together. They're like, I miss so and so. Nah, that ain't my kid. That's I ain't even know you that year. You think you slick.
Okay, I get that.
But yeah,
It's also what's up?
when it was under a certain number, I kept track like mentally, but then like it would be certain times where the number would just skyrocket up. Let me keep track of this, please.
Man, please. I stopped keeping track of shit like that after my first divorce. I'm like, sorry.
Yeah, you was in the military
That
too
number's
though.
out the door.
Y'all get down. I already know. Military and medical field, y'all be wilding.
Yes, military and the medical field, we are the wildest ones out there. So yeah, when we go through stuff, oh, I just broke my boyfriend, just broke up my girlfriend, XYZ. You know somebody's about to get D down.
Yeah.
That's just how it's gonna go. Another double standard is women's bodies.
What you mean?
Women, the exposure of women, like
What you mean by that?
sex sells things. So when you see a billboard or something like that,
Yeah.
like you're meant to look at that. So you're gonna gawk.
Mhm.
Now, let's say you see that same outfit or somebody in the same outfit, but they're in like the gym or something like that,
Yeah.
and then you gawk at them. It's not acceptable. Like they look at you, you're like you're a fucking creep.
Hey, you right about that. It's just one guy that debunks all this stuff, but because it'll be women that record men and try to say like, oh, he was staring at me doing this, and they literally have nothing on. So he was like, that dude really wasn't even paying attention to you. He just walking by, but you posting this for content. But a lot of people do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's the biggest thirst trap ever,
Yeah,
and I'm not sure why it goes like why would you want to do that to us? I'm not sure why.
that's one.
Like if it's just for content, I kind of get
Yeah,
it, but in other realms, like nah. But you know the short you come in, you know you're either your booty cheeks hanging out or something like that. So no, you know we're
you
going
feel
to
that
look.
breeze.
Yes, like if we see an advertisement with a half naked chick on there, yeah, of course we're gonna look at it. So when we see you in the same manner, like hey, we're designed to look at that. Like they're designing us to look at stuff like that. It's like I think it's like when women like they have their bra and panties on, but they cover themselves. They don't do the same thing in a bathing suit, but it's kind of the same.
You have a very valid point, sir. You have a very valid point.
Like why are you covering yourself? I just saw you in the like in the swimming pool with a two-piece
Yeah.
on. And now you're covering yourself because you have bra and
If
panties on,
anything, the
which
bra and
is
panties
pretty much a
is
two-piece.
probably covering more than your swimsuit did.
Yeah, it's more than your swimsuit. Your swimsuit is gonna have a lot out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
definitely
is
right about
that,
that.
and then like if you see a woman breastfeeding or something like that, like people are grossed out by it.
Like what?
But
She's
if it's on
feeding the child. But there are some
she's feeding a
perverts out
child,
there.
exactly. Like you gotta be a big time perv to sexualize that.
Yeah.
Like if that's something to sexualize to you, that's the dumbest thing ever.
Dave Chappelle had a joke about that. It was
Yeah.
Man, this was one of my favorite stand-ups of his. This is like early 2000s days. It was like
Okay.
women were mad because they would wear slutty outfits and then get mad because dudes call them hoes or whatever. It was like,
Yeah.
well, if I'm wearing a police officer's uniform, you're gonna think I'm a police officer, right? So it's like if you don't want to be called a hoe, don't wear the out. Don't. Which he has a valid point. I'm not saying I judge
That
people.
is a
I'm just
very
saying
valid
I
point.
understand where he coming from.
Because you see a lot of videos out there where they dress like that, and somebody's trying to step to them like, "Ugh, get away from me!" Like you don't have to come at anybody like that. You don't have to do that.
Exactly.
That is unnecessary. You know exactly how you dress, so you wanted validation from somewhere. But do they get the same reaction if the guy is hot? Like if you got a handsome guy, do you shoo him away?
That's why I love that meme that's been going around. If you attractive, flirting is flirting.
Yeah,
If you're not attracted to, if they, you, it's sexual harassment.
yeah. That is a good point. That's a good
It's
point.
definitely a double standard. So he could flirt with you, but I
Yeah,
can't. Now it's against the
yeah,
law.
yeah. Exactly. And I've seen it happen plenty of times in the military when two people are drunk, and the one if the female is flirting with the guy, then it's fine.
Yeah.
But if the guy comes on to the female, he's being aggressive or he's harassing
Yeah.
her in that manner because she's not able to comply with what he's asking or whatever. She's not in her right mind.
That's what, if both of them are having drinks and drinking, to me, it's an even playing field.
I agree with that. I agree with
Now,
that.
if the dude completely sober, and then same thing with a woman, if she's sober and the dude drunk, you try to take
Yep.
advantage of him.
Yep. Exactly. But as a society, that's not how we look at it.
Well, we logical and we got sense, so society's the crazy one on this.
Society's the crazy one on this one, definitely. For sure. Because if I see two people flirting with each other in a bar, like if you ask me what went on that night, I'd be like, yeah, they were all over each other.
Yeah.
They're like, there was no harassment from him or nothing like that. They were totally into each other. So they end up fooling around, and she's like, oh, well, he raped me. Like, no, just because you didn't want to do it, but you did, and both of y'all under the influence of alcohol, I can't really say that's his.
Exactly. And some of them will wake up after our special guest.
Yes, our special guest, my dog.
Oh my God. But I even seen some stories where the chick will literally just regret it after and then try to claim some extra went on.
Yeah, I mean you're both not in your right mind. You're like your guard is down, point blank. So if something happens there, then yeah, okay, cool, I get it. If he's aggressive and you're saying no, I completely get that. Like there is no way he should keep going with that, whether he's drunk or not.
Exactly.
Like no, stop. She said no. That's it right there. Cut that shit
I
off.
don't care how drunk you are. You know what no mean.
Exactly. I don't care how drunk you are. Cut it off. That is it. But if both of y'all are in the act and both of y'all are enjoying this, okay, then hey, if it's on a videotape, they said 50 Cent used to have like cameras all in his house. Like so, if anything happened and she claimed something was like not right or he raped her or something, he had the video evidence.
It makes sense. Listen, I
100% agree with that.
back in my where I was in the stand up mind frame, and this other guy has said something like this before too. This is totally a fucked up joke, people, and just let you know that this is unreleased. These are not my
Ladies and gentlemen out there in the world, if you are not, this is just a joke. He just said it's a fucked up joke.
I'm
so
letting you know.
okay.
That's the disclaimer. I do not believe this.
Yes. Disclaimer. It's just a joke. I know how America is.
Yeah,
now.
you can apply this to guys too, but is it really rape if you have an orgasm?
One, that's a fucked up joke, yes.
Very.
Two, yes.
Very. Yes, it still is. Yes, it still is.
Yes, because you can't control your body. Like no matter if your body's enjoying it, your mind may not be.
Exactly.
So yeah, that is.
But that whole joke's gonna lead into.
You're gonna get us canceled, dude. Like we hadn't been on 4 episodes yet.
The joke
like this is supposed to be. I'm supposed to be getting this canceled.
Women saying like their orgasms are mental and stuff like that. So it was like, okay, so if you not enjoying it, then what are you doing? But again, that was not just my views. I had an extra writer too, and I will not say their name,
Okay,
but
but
we do
yeah,
not
but
agree with that.
women's orgasms are like 60% mental. Like the other 40% still applies. Like your
Yeah,
body's still gonna react to something happening to it.
very true. Very true, sir.
So if somebody is, assaulting you in that manner, but they're hitting the right spots, and you're like, oh my God, I do not want this, but this is about to happen. Like, am I making it worse? Am I making it worse? All right, my bad. I'm sorry. Like it seems like that's probably how that situation would go.
Oh my God. You did. No. Oh yeah, we're getting canceled. Like we're definitely getting canceled.
So Bill Burr came out with a stand-up comedy. Yeah, I watched the stand-up comedy on Hulu,
I love Bill Burr
and he was
now.
like,
He
"Yeah,
seemed
yeah,
so angry growing up. I was like, man, why is this man so angry? Some of his jokes are funny. But as I get older, I was
yes,
like, I understand everything he's saying.
you understand that shit wholeheartedly." And what he said was, "Women are allowed to have emotions. We're allowed to be either mad or I'm okay.
That's it.
That's it. Double standard to the max right there. Because some women don't want you to have that emotion of being sad or being down or depressed because it takes away your masculine.
Exactly.
So that's not allowed for us. They look at us in a certain way.
And then if they say they are okay with it, you be vulnerable with them. No, you cry, boy. Don't cry in front of them.
Yeah,
They definitely
don't
gonna
cry.
bring it up. Yo,
Don't
how
do it.
baby ass.
Not sure how many women out there are okay with vulnerable men, but most of them aren't. That's just how it is.
I'm telling you, it's very few. They gonna bring it up to bite you in the ass later on in life.
Yeah.
Because usually
Okay.
when we argue, most men aren't gonna go below the belt. If it's
Yeah,
somebody
I
you're in a
agree with that.
relationship with, for
Yeah.
the majority. But the women, that's why I really don't roast women because they finna get personal. If they know something personal about you, they going for the jugular.
They go for
Yeah.
it big time. They go for it. And it's insane. And we're supposed to sit there and take that
Oh
shit,
yeah.
even though like our ego is like, what the fuck? Like, where the hell did that come from? Are you
Their
serious?
reply is, "You shouldn't have made me mad." That's what their reply gonna be.
Yeah, true.
Kevin Hart had a joke
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
true. Who did?
Kevin Hart.
God dang it. Kevin Hart, please don't get us canceled.
What did he say? He was like, they was on a double date, and it was like, yo, shut up. That's why you only got one ball. And I was like, why? How does she know that? Why are you saying that?
Oh my gosh. That is terrible. So do you think it's a double standard as far as weight gain goes in men and women?
We
Who you,
the body shame levels to this is astronomical.
okay. Okay. I just want to put this out there. I hate that word. I hate that phrase.
Body shame, me too.
Yes. Oh my God. It's so fucking stupid. Like, why would nobody shame? If somebody says you're fat, you're not body shaming them. You're saying that they're fat.
Yeah.
That's just how that's going.
That's literally the scientific term for it. You're obese.
Yes. Yes. If I'm like, oh man, I don't like that girl. She's really obese.
They were talking.
There's no nice way to put that somebody's overweight.
They were just talking about Lizzo had some of the biggest scam ever. She's telling everybody to be comfortable being fat, and then she went and lost all that weight.
She did.
Like if you were really so comfortable in it, then just stay big.
Yeah, but I can't hate on her that much because they probably attacked her pretty good since she's a great artist. I like most of her music. So yeah, she put it out there. Her and Missy Elliott put it out there that if you're a big girl, it's fine.
And then both of them lost weight.
True. Missy Elliott says she lost weight because of health concerns. Lizzo, I think it was just the pressure got to her.
Yeah, and which
I didn't hear.
you
I
should
didn't
be
hear about her
okay.
having any health issues at all.
You should be okay with how you look, yes. But if you are unhealthy and that much overweight, do something about it.
I agree. You got every chance to do so.
Exactly. Eat
Do you
clean
think? Do you think men? You don't think
or
men
work
get
out.
Very true. Do men? Who gets shit on about their weight more, men or women?
Man,
Really?
yeah.
I say women. I say women do.
Nah, man, listen, I know a lot of big girls that's getting cracked in these streets. The dudes don't ever say that they getting cracked. They don't like, hey, I just knocked out this big girl. None of that. Big girls getting played.
Okay.
Big
Okay.
dudes,
So big girls still get
I
played.
don't know.
Big dudes, maybe not so much unless they rich or something.
Yeah, they got to be rich.
Okay. Yeah, that is a big time double standard because most of us will bang out a big girl whether we admit it or not.
Hey,
We will line them up and knock them down. Okay, cool. I need to get me some. I'm on a drought right now, so we gonna get Big Rhonda right here, and we gonna put it down.
you didn't know, man, law, you get 2 mulligans a year. And I know
What?
most men use them on
Only
big
two?
girls. Yeah, man. It's 2025. Inflation, recession is going on. When I was growing up, you got 4 or 5 a year. You can do 4 or 5 mulligans a year.
Yes, yes. Because the drought was real back then. Like you would go a while without really getting them. You might be off your game. Women they smell desperate man from a mile away, so they don't give
Exactly.
you none.
Times
So
change, man. You had to work harder for it. Now, like, if you getting a
yeah.
mulligan, like with everything that's out there now, come on now. You're not even trying for real.
Okay, another double standard is somebody contributing to the household, to a relationship. Like as far as finances go, us as men are looked at as somebody that needs to contribute to the relationship more. Like we need to pay the bills, we need to pay the lights, we need to make sure everything's done. But as far as like emotion stuff goes, and as far as housework, that's looked at as a woman thing. Is that a double standard?
Uh, Not really. It's just like certain traditional roles. I'm not really traditional in that sense because I can
Okay.
give me a chick that make more than me because I'm in education, so we ain't making a whole lot of money anyway. So most of the women I'm gonna come
Right.
across, they're gonna be making more than me. But
Okay.
I
Okay.
also feel like you just fill in with your strength. So if I'm with a lady that can't cook, I'm not gonna hold it against her, and I know how to cook.
Yeah.
But that's just me. But I'm not
I
with the
get that.
whole
I get that.
but I am old school in like not the 50-50 thing. I don't want to do 50-50. If I can cover it all, I can cover it all. But if not, we can put it to a certain percentage to where she got the play money or whatever.
I'm old school in a sense to where that's how I am too, unless it has to come down to her covering
Yeah.
something. But if I can cover it all to the best of my ability, yes, absolutely I
Yeah.
would.
Let her have the play money. We gonna go out to eat. She got it. We planning a trip. She got it. Either way it go. I'm still gonna help out, of course, but she got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very true. What are some parenting double standards that go around a lot?
Man, you already know the double standard. The dad's just the fun one. They're not the one really raising a child and all this shit. And I was like,
Right, right, right. And the woman is the responsible one. She's doing all the parenting and everything. Women get all the flowers, man.
yeah, Father's Day is
When it when
shit.
it
Compare Father's Day to
Yeah, oh
Mother's
yeah, we
Day.
don't we
Oh
don't
my God.
we are the unsung heroes of the parenting world.
No matter if you a single dad taking care of most of the stuff, you don't get no real love. That's why I look. That's why I love pluckers on Father's Day. They're the only real thing that has something for fathers. You come in with your
What
kids.
they do on Father's Day?
You eat for free on Father's Day. Why you think I'm at pluckers every on
Are you
Father's Day?
fucking serious? I did not know this.
Oh my God, bro, you
Yeah.
been missing out. You ain't noticing I'm
I,
at
I
pluckers
have.
every
I
Father's
have.
Day.
I have. I'm right down the street from Pluckers, and I've never been there on the Father's
Shout
Day.
out to pluckers, man. I love y'all.
That's what's up. And if they're doing shit for dudes on Father's Day, thank you
Listen.
so much. I will be attending that this Father's
Most
Day.
of the
I'll be
time, the
going to
bartender
Pluckers.
will hook me up too. Like I'll order a drink, it don't even be on my receipt.
That's what's
So I'm
up.
like, give me a free drink. So I get, man, shout out to pluckers.
That's dope. Not all of us can bend the bartender over the bar
Oh,
and
oh my
do
God.
that.
Oh my
But
God. That is not what's happening.
but I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad you're able to do that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Single life. Yes.
No.
That's what's up.
I ain't
Yeah,
smashed no
dads are always
bartenders.
the unsung heroes. Huh?
I don't think I've ever smashed a bartender.
Shame
I
on
know,
you.
man. What's wrong with my life?
Yes, yes, yes. I wouldn't advise it though.
Why not?
Well, because you think about the damage you're doing to your drinking life. Like if it's a good bar and you smash the bartender and then it
Yes,
doesn't work out, now you can't go there anymore, even though they have fantastic drinks.
that's very true. Got make
Shot
sure
seller. If you smash somebody at shot
I
seller,
cry for real. Nah, I can't
yeah,
go to
I'd be
shot
like, I'd
seller
be
no
like,
more.
shit, you done fucked this up. You done fucked this up.
Yeah,
Don't shit where you eat. That falls under that when it
they
comes
really
to bartenders drinking places. Do not shit where you eat. No sir.
Rick, listen, we hooking people up. This do not mess with nobody.
I do not do it. I cannot
That
do
you
it.
go
There's
don't
no
mess
way.
with the bartender of your favorite bar.
What's up?
As we just dropped the gym. You don't mess with the bartender at your favorite bar.
Yes, yes. You do not do that.
I'd cry, man, if I wasn't able to go to shot seller no more.
Yeah.
Real depression.
Can't do it.
That's smart.
So,
He's wise. He's wise.
but see, women can do that. That might be another double standard.
Yeah, women can
Women
do
can
that
smash the
and
bartender.
not talk to the bartender
Women can
no
do
more.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be able to,
Like you ain't gotta talk to him no more. He ain't gonna
yeah,
care.
I still smash. That's what he goes.
Yeah.
But the woman
Like damn,
bartender,
she
she
ain't
gonna hold a grudge. She
Exactly.
holding a grudge.
I think yeah, it's and then it's the double standard in the bedroom too.
What's the double standard in the bedroom?
The double standards in the bedroom too, sir, because we are expected to perform like kings in the bedroom. Be a 1 or 2 minute man, a 2 pump chump,
Oh yeah,
whatever you
two
call it.
pump chump. I ain't never
Be
heard.
like that as a guy. You ain't never living that shit down. You ain't never living that shit down for a long motherfucking time. But as a chick, nobody's gonna care.
Right? Because I done had some horrible women in bed, and I'm sure
Yes.
when I was done with them, they just went on to the next dude. But I also think it's like expectations. Dude just happy to be there and be getting something for the most part
Yes.
because they don't get
Because
nothing
that don't
like
happen to us. That don't happen to us.
what?
Women underestimate how much we don't get attention in that area. So then we're like, oh shit, I'm getting something
Yeah.
today. Oh man, let me perform at my best.
And then the excitement go down when it's
Let
horrible.
me put the hammer down.
I break that. But yeah, man, I done been with 2 people where I had to fake it.
Really?
Yeah.
Only 2?
Huh?
Only 2. I'm proud of you. Good job.
Yeah. Or I had to fake it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just couldn't get it. Cause I always say if I gotta concentrate on how to come and everything, like it's not that good. I should be concentrating on not to.
Yeah. You supposed to be counting counting to like 65. 1 potato,
Yeah.
2 potato, 3 potato, 5 potato, 6
You
potatoes.
gotta
7
look
potato.
around, think about baseball, so you don't get there too bad. Like
Yeah.
I had 3 strikes the other day.
What's my team gonna do this
Yeah.
year? Yeah, you're supposed to be trying not to do that.
But yeah.
But if you gotta like go in your bank in order to finish, then yeah, that's not good. I've had a few experiences where I'm like, oh, you're done already.
Yeah, and why the women that be done fast, why they don't get the blame for it?
They don't. There's just I don't know. That's just the rule of the rule of the sea.
Man, that's stupid.
They don't get blamed for that at all.
Because I built shit in college. She was like, after I get my first, you probably got 5 minutes. She was like, she'll get more, but after after about 2 or 3 times, she said she done.
Oh my
said, "What?"
gosh.
It was cool at
I've been
first,
with a
but
chick. I had high expectations for her. I'm like, okay, like her body was banging, but it's definitely a butterface.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, off her body alone, like I could probably get there. Like about 5 minutes in, and I'm like, and she starts, reaching that happy place, and I'm like, wait, what? And then she lays down. I'm like, is that it? She's like, oh, you want to keep going? Fuck yeah, I want to keep going. Are you serious? Like, what are
She
you?
done tapped that on you.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Like for her, it wasn't a marathon. That shit was a motherfucking race. Ready, set, go.
She was like, you better be.
Like it was not a game. I literally had she wanted to finish first. So I'm like, but do you get that person a second chance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're guys.
We're dudes.
So yeah.
We're
Yeah.
guys. We don't get it that much. So yeah, you're gonna come back. We're gonna know it's horrible.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Now,
We'll rub one out later.
the worst one, the first one I faked it with, I never gave her another chance. But that was college days. She was replaced so fast.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand that.
But yeah, second chance
That's
all
great.
the way. We don't get it that much.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, in the culture of black people, white people, Hispanics, and all that,
Hmm.
there are a lot of double standards that go on to that as well.
What is a cultural double standard?
What is it exactly? A cultural double standard? When you're somebody of Caucasian descent,
Hmm.
you don't have to perform that well when you're going for whatever you're going for.
Oh yeah, well it's called white privilege. So there's
You
definitely a
do
double
not have
standard.
to work that hard.
There's definitely a double standard.
No, what's up?
White privilege definitely falls under double standard.
Like you don't have to work that hard. Like that privilege, that's a double standard.
Yeah.
White privilege, that's
You're right
the
about that.
biggest double standard out there as far as culture goes.
There's also it's a stereotype and double standard. They Do you know what leaving a bad tip is called still in the dictionary today?
No.
No lie, it's called a niggardly tip.
Well, what? Niggardly is a word.
No, I know it is, but I'm just saying, come on now. It's too it's,
But the fact that leaving a bad tip is called leaving a niggardly tip is really
it's
fucked
too
up.
close to I didn't like it. But the double standard is no matter how bad the service is, you're supposed to leave a good tip, or you fall into that stereotype and double standard as a black person that we only leave good tips. Now, a white person can do it
Okay.
all day.
That is true. That is true because plenty of I DoorDash on the side. Plenty of my white customers tip like shit
Mhm.
if they tip at all.
Exactly.
So they say some of the rich people are the worst tippers ever
Oh hell,
because they want to hang on to their money.
yep, stingy bastards.
Middle class and low class, we feel like, oh, we feel your pain. We're not gonna let you go out like that. So here you go. Here's your tip.
Nah, that's very true. Even when I Uber, the middle class families are like the customers. They're the ones that do it. Like I done took people to some big old mansions, and they'd be like $1, $2. I'm like, bro, I just drove you 45 minutes from the airport. We
Exactly.
listened to your music
Exactly.
and everything. I didn't want to listen to Beethoven, but we did it. I did it for you.
Hey, this is 45 minutes. I have to stay awake for
Yeah,
this.
I'm about to
Why
fall
are we listening
asleep.
to this?
Did this for you.
But yeah, that is a huge double standard that I don't particularly care for.
Another double standard: interracial dating. A dude,
Oh my God,
black
yes.
dude, dating a white chick is so frowned
We
upon.
get shit on all motherfucking
I'm
day. We
telling
get
you.
shit on.
And if it's a white dude and black woman, good job, girl. These dudes was tired.
Yeah,
They was
go
hot.
ahead. Like, yo, is she gonna get her credit right?
Yeah,
He gonna buy her a house. Oh, she done stepped up. What the fuck? She done
exactly. Now, to
damn.
me, if yo,
Like I dated a white girl. My first girlfriend was a white girl.
oh yeah, you was in the country too.
Yeah, my first girlfriend was a white girl. When I used to date anybody other than black girls in high school, everybody thought I dated too many white. I dated 2 white girls in high school. Everybody's like, "Oh no, you dated too many white girls." Like I dated 2 white girls. Like what the fuck? You
I
serious?
dated one in college, and literally everybody I went to school and high school with, when I came back home, man, I heard you knocking all them white girls off. It was one. They're like, you had about 10 of them one
Hey.
time. Who told you this? They said you was getting all them white girls. I wasn't. I wasn't. It was wild.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's one that's been around for a long time. I don't think that one's going anywhere
Yeah,
anytime
no
soon.
time soon.
Cause they gave Serena Williams a lot of crap for her husband being white. Like, why? Who cares?
Exactly.
Right? He treats that girl like gold.
If that's your preference, that's cool. I just don't like when they start bad mouthing one way or the other. I had a college
Yeah.
friend I went out with all the time. He used to talk so bad about black women, and he was black himself, and he only dated white girls. But then I heard how he talked to them white girls. I was like, oh my God, this man finna go to jail. I'm just happy. He ended up marrying a black woman. I was like, I'm glad because the way he talks, the way he talked to white girls messed up me getting to her from the friend. He was about to start on the pussy for real. Like he was like, hey, give me some. I done came all the way over here. I was like, man, why am I witnessing this? College is crazy time.
What the hell?
I told him, I said, bro, I ain't coming back over here with you no more.
Like, is it a you think that's gonna be a true double standard for a long time? Would anybody ever accept and it's always just the black and white interracial. It's never any other race. Like
never.
you date Hispanic, nothing. But if you go to white, it's like you just shat on your ancestors. Like all your ancestors they're turning over in their graves because you just dated a white person.
Give about 30 more years.
Damn.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna take that long?
Yeah. Just for the stuff to like even out.
Hell
Dr.
no.
Umar ain't gonna like it. But
he don't like nothing that has to do with interracial anything.
I'm all right, white devil.
No.
White sheep devil. I don't want nothing. Dr. Umar funny, man.
Like I just seem like that is it just seems like that is the biggest divide as far as us dating. Like we don't look at each other as human beings. Like since race got put into it, where us being human beings is a non-factor. Yeah. It's strictly about color.
That's true. Another double standard, if a woman is dating younger, it's not frowned upon. But if the same age gap with a guy,
man dating younger, yeah.
Fucking creep. He groomed her. Pedophile. He groomed her. I know he did. Fucking pedophile. Yes. He's on his Drake shit.
Yes, like you know, you do that. You know, Stella like got her groove back, but you know, if we do it, like we're fucking creepy as hell. Bill Belichick. I don't know how he did. He bagged her. This is his second young chick. I don't know what the hell that man is working with. Like his dick must be ridiculous. Like I don't know what it is.
It's just some dudes that just got it, man.
That motherfucker got the Riz. He got the Riz, or he working with a 10 to 11 incher.
I don't even want to say what I was about to say now.
Like, look, these hips don't do what they used to do, but you get on this thing, you get where you need to go.
I was about to say, before you made it weird, I was like, yeah, my dad is one of those people too. And you made it so weird. For the people that
I didn't
don't
even think
know,
about that. Yes.
My dad is in his 80s.
Your dad would go young every single time.
My dad is in his 80s, and his current wife now, is in her 40s. Yeah.
I didn't know she was in her 40s.
Yeah, she's in her 40s, bro.
My gosh. That's insane. Yeah. That same thing goes for everything that's going on with the teachers. Like if a male student hooks up with a hot teacher, like they're like, oh damn, where was she when I was in school? Yeah. But you know, the other way around, like we feel bad for the females.
Kill his ass. Like hang him.
We feel real bad for the females, but what the males, we're thinking, what is going on at home? You got to come here and sleep with a 10th grader. Yeah. Like, well, what is happening right now?
And really, it all should be.
I don't think we look too deeply about female teachers being pedophiles. We narrow it to men. Like it can only be men that can be pedophiles, but women can have that shit too. So the double standard of women sleeping with kids, like that makes them a pedophile too. But we just
it should all be frowned upon and looked at the same negative way. They messing with somebody's underage.
I agree. You're right about that. You got a good one, don't you? You got a good one.
Story time.
Okay. All right. This is Don's story time. Don has some of the best stories on this side of Texas. Okay, they are fantastic. He has lived the life of a great man. Please continue with your story, sir.
So this is right after my divorce. This falls into what we were talking about earlier when people are drinking. This is a wild story.
Okay.
I think I told you this before, but you can still act shocked or whatever. Okay. Right after my divorce, we do a teacher end of the year happy out.
Yeah.
At the first school I used to work at, they hired on this other teacher. She coached basketball. So I've coached against her before. We kind of know each other. Okay. So a black lady. So I'm hanging out with the old teachers that I know. Time goes on. We do karaoke and everything. We're leaving to go to another spot. She starts feeding me shots. Like not even asking.
Okay.
Not even asking. She's, hey, another round. Let's go. I'm like, okay.
Okay, I don't think I heard this story, but okay, all right, I got
I was like, okay, it's about to go down then. I'm feeling good. I was like, okay, I'm taking a shot. She paying for them, cool. We leave, it's just me and her. She gets a phone call. She ignores it, and he calls right back again. She was like, "Oh, it's just my boyfriend." I was like, "You got a boyfriend and you've been flirting with me this whole time?" So I'm feeling bad now. This is where the morals kick in and I have a conscience.
Okay.
So she was like, "Yeah, he's white. He just doesn't understand our culture and stuff like that."
What the fuck are you dating him for?
My thought exactly. But she was
What
like,
the
"I'm out here
hell?
having a good time." I'm like, "Okay, cool. We finna go." So we start two-stepping because we going to a country bar. You know I can fit in anywhere.
Okay. That's dope.
She feeds me another shot. We start two-stepping or whatever, and then we start slow dancing. She tries to kiss me, and I was like, "What about your boyfriend?" But I'm also feeling them shots at the same time. She was like, "Well, he ain't here right now." So we start. I was like, "Your coworkers are here. They gonna tell your boyfriend." So she was like, "Come next door." We go next door. You know, on 7th Street, all the bars close together.
Right, yeah.
Go to another bar. We start making out. Cool. In the bar, I bullshit you not. Just make it graphic, guys. In the bar, she pulls my shit out.
What the hell? At the bar?
At the bar. It's like a little dance floor to the side. She pulls my shit out.
Okay.
And she was like, "Come on, we need to find somewhere to go." I was like, ma'am, you got it out in the bar. What are you doing? Can we relax for a second? Gather ourselves and let's see where this is going." But my shit is still out.
Okay, you the crazy one on this one. I ain't gathering shit. Like at this point, we at the bar. Your ass about to get bent the fuck over. Like you.
I'm trying not to do. I was like, "Man, I'm finna get a ticket. I'm finna go to jail," because she just. I was like, "How is nobody
Yeah, man,
not
that'll be the
seeing
best
this?"
ticket I ever had in my life. What did you go to jail for? Fucking the girl in the bar. That bitch was hot. She had my shit out and ready.
But I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, "Man, I can't do." I was like, "How is nobody seeing this?" I was like, the only thing that stopped us from like going to the car or whatever is like her boyfriend called again, and she was like, "I think he's close by, so we need to stop." Even if she tried to kiss me again, I was like, "Nah, we need to chill out if that's what you gonna do." She like
Yeah.
forced herself to it. And then she like bit down in the bar, and I was like, you gotta get up. You wilding out a little bit too much." So we go back.
Damn.
Yeah, bro, in the bar. So we go back with her other coworkers are in, and then what happened? She disappeared for like 2 or 5 minutes or so, and like my
Okay.
old friends and her coworkers was like, "Hey, what is going on with y'all?" I said, "It's a long story." They were like, "She has a boyfriend." I was like, I know. Believe me, I know." She comes back in the bar with the boyfriend and introduces him to me.
No.
Hold on, this not even the crazier part yet. So I go to dap the boyfriend up. I was like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you." Like I coach against
Yeah.
her. As I'm dapping him up, she grabs my shit in front of him. Like he don't see it because like we in like mid dap and I'm leaning over, but she put her hand right there. I was like, "Oh my God." So I'm finna go because this got to be the
God bless
craziest
you,
thing.
brother.
This has to be the
This has
craziest
got to be the
shit going
greatest
on.
story ever.
So I hug her, and then she was like, "You lucky he came, or something was gonna happen." So I just left, and then that was just a crazy time. But end of the story, she got engaged the next day
To the same
to the same
dude?
guy,
To the boyfriend?
to the same guy, and now they're happily married. Cheers to them.
Okay, well, at least a happy cheers. Love weddings. Yay. I just hope y'all never run into each other anymore. Cause
Bro,
that
I
shit's
still
going down.
did the year after, because she still coached. I would run into her,
Okay.
and I was like, "Bro, it's good. It ain't nothing weird or whatever." Like, and she
Right.
apologized about it, whatever. But the people that worked with her, I told them the story. They was like, you basically got sexual harassed. So that was tied back into the whole drunk thing, and I was like,
Yes. I mean, basically, you
yeah,
did. If you didn't want it, but you did.
yeah. It's a good thing that he was calling the shoulder when he did. His antennas was going off. Was like, "Hey, my girlfriend is drunk, and I just know she's around a black guy."
This is my deal. I think they had an argument or something, and she was like, "Oh, this motherfucker done pissed me off. I'm about to go get piped down by somebody that is not white."
And
Bottom
I was the
line.
number one
Bottom
victim
line.
because she didn't talk to nobody else. It was just me.
Yeah, that is true.
That's crazy. We have a
Now,
story time.
do Hispanic women get a lot of crap about dating outside their race.
I haven't ran into any, but some of my students, if they had a black boyfriend, they said their dad felt the way about it.
Yeah. But they always feel the way it's from what I've heard. I've never ran into it either, but from what I've heard, some of them feel a way about them dating black, but okay with them dating white.
Yeah.
Because it kind of, I guess they feel it kind of moves them up in the socioeconomic
I
status.
never heard that one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because a lot, some Hispanics, they don't really claim Mexico, or wherever they're
Oh
from.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're more like, oh well, I'm American and I'm with predominantly Caucasian people, and this is the line that I follow.
I never
And
thought about
this
that.
is just from going on what I know,
Yeah.
on what I've experienced. But they tend to deny their main heritage and like, okay, well,
Go that way.
my husband's white, so this is the way I am, and that's it.
But I do know most Mexican families have at least one black dude in their family.
I agree with
That's
that.
very true.
I see a lot of Hispanics they'll have like maybe one person date another Hispanic dude, one person date a white dude, and at least one of them in there gonna be like, oh man, let's see what this black, let's see what this black thing is about.
It's gonna be one nigga in there.
Like, I wonder how this is out here. Is this black thing okay? Let's see how this is.
And then they stuck.
And then they stuck. That is all. That is it.
That's very true.
No, what sports double standards do you usually see? Because you got the WNBA and you got the NBA.
The double standard. Well, of course, the revenue sharing in the WNBA.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not the same
because
percentage.
the NBA they get paid a shitload for doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But WNBA, you kind of got to prove yourself.
And it's not even about the amount of money. They don't get the same percentage of the revenue as the NBA does. And that's what
no shit.
That's what they really been fighting for. But people was like, oh, they want to get paid millions. They're like, no, we just want the same percentage as the NBA gets.
Yeah.
But the WNBA, I don't know what their problem is. They shouldn't been losing money this past season. They lost money. And they shouldn't have been losing money in like the early 2000s.
I thought they gained money this past season.
Supposedly
because
they
everybody
said
was
they
into the
lost
game
money.
now.
I don't see how. The accountant over there is horrible. But think about the early 2000s. Like, the Houston Comets don't exist no more, and they should. They had their forfeit.
Very true. Very true. They got rid of them, and they kind of erased them from history. Like, all the shit they did, they don't acknowledge it.
It's crazy. They had a 4P.
I don't know why that is.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That is insane to me.
Yeah, that's one double standard. Is there another? Not really.
Is there, sir?
Women's volleyball should be bigger than what it is.
You think so?
Yeah.
Men's volleyball isn't.
Oh, that's a double standard in itself. Women's volleyball is way more. But men's volleyball is boring though. Like, they super athletic and be jumping out the gym. It don't look right. The women, you can see them actually putting in effort.
I get that.
Like, I still watch college
get that.
volleyball. UT be killing.
Okay. But as far as the men go, you think they get less coverage and stuff like volleyball?
For sure.
Okay. But women get a lot. They get a lot of they get more coverage in softball in college than the men do in baseball.
Yeah. You did see softball more than the men's
You see softball a lot more.
But
yes,
they could be trying to level it out because there's like no pro softball league, and we got the MLB. So I guess so. I don't know.
That's what's up. Is it a double standard? So switching this up, is it a double standard to say we look for women to give head more than men?
So it's more of an expectation.
It's more of an expectation for men to receive or give.
Receive.
Okay, all right. I'm feeling that.
I blame the music.
What does the music have to do with this?
Because they always talk about getting head in the music. You don't ever hear that many women was like, hey, eat me out.
You do that?
Well, yeah, now, but I'm just saying over the years, because think about it. Growing up, I know for my generation, growing up, if you said you ate a girl out at that age, oh, you shunned.
Yeah.
You're shunned.
You are the town pariah at that point. Like, no, don't talk to him. He just ate some pussy. No. He fucked up.
Like, I had to keep that to myself. When I would find out, like, my homeboys did it, I was like, brother. But now times have changed so much. Everybody eating butt. You just like, oh my God, I'm not going that far. I'm not a bottom feeder, guys. I can't do that. But yeah, man, that's a double standard right there in itself. Same thing with
Yeah,
girls.
as far as I see, yeah, like women are expected to gawk that
I
3,000.
knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it was
They are that is expected of them. Like, okay, whether you plan to marry this woman or whether y'all are just dating, like it's expected.
Yeah.
But if men don't do it, it's not as big a problem as women that don't.
Yeah. And then I gotta come and play savior. It's just not when I run into them. They're like, yeah, I never had an orgasm. My boyfriend didn't go down on me. What? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You
Now
should
you
have left
gotta
him
come in
sooner.
there. You gotta come in there and show them what it's like.
Then I gotta deal with the craziness.
Now you got a diss track on
Now
your
I know,
hands.
man. Then I gotta deal with the craziness, man. It's not my life ain't fair sometimes, man. It's not right. It's a lot that I gotta do that it ain't cool, man. I'm emotional now, man. We gotta wrap this thing up, man. Gosh, man. I got sad.
All right, yes,
Give me a
yes,
hug,
we do.
guys,
But
when
this
y'all
was
see me. My life
yes,
is
yes.
so
Go give him
hard.
a hug. Like, oh no, I have to eat so much vagina in order to make these women feel okay. My life is just ruined. Dear Lord, dear Lord. One more. One more double standard. Single moms and single dads. Single moms and single dads. People look at single moms and it's like they're
Yeah.
like, you know, you look at them and then you say, okay, hey, you're doing something big. You know, she's a single mom. You get all these benefits, all that benefits. You're a single dad. People look at you like, oh, well, you just need to figure this shit out. Like,
Yeah. You'll be all
what are
right.
you doing? Yeah, you be all right. You have zero sympathy as a single
Yeah.
dad.
At
Me
all.
being, I used to be a single dad, and you being a current single
Yeah.
dad, you get no sympathy from the people you
Nah,
need to
not at
get
all.
sympathy
Figure it
from.
out. That's what they tell you. I know.
Yes,
You gotta
yes,
figure it out. That's it. I noticed that early on, because my dad was a single dad too for a little bit. And I remember
yeah,
him. So I remember my granny applying for food stamps, quick and easy. And I remember my dad trying to get food stamps. He had to go through so many extra steps that my granny didn't have to
yes.
go through. So I was like, it's not even just us; it's the government too. Shit.
Yes, yes, the government too. Like, oh, you're a single dad. Oh, okay. Well, so you got a job, so you can work,
Yeah.
right? So you don't need no food stamps. You
What you
good?
need extra
You
help
got
for?
this. Put in some extra
You're a
shifts.
guy. Come on.
Exactly, exactly. Even in the military, when I had your niece, it was just me and her. If she got sick, they tell me I need to figure something out. Like, why don't I have a plan for
Yeah.
this? But if it was one of the single moms out there and their kid got sick, okay, stay home, take care of
Yeah.
your kid, make sure they're okay. It's all that. They don't think that us fathers out here, I mean, to their, I guess, in their defense, a lot of dads leave their kids.
True. No
So
matter the
when you get
reasoning,
upon that, you
it
say,
still can be like seen as that. So yeah.
yeah. So they see that and they're like, okay, well, he still ain't shit. You know, he gonna leave his kid soon. He'll probably go back to the mom
Yeah.
soon. They don't see us as okay, we're trying to do better. Whoever we had this kid with, we're in a better situation than they are. So we're taking on this role.
That's true too. Because I remember even the first school I worked at, it was some female coworkers. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be here tomorrow. I gotta take my girls to a doctor's appointment." What? You take your kids to a doctor's appointment? I'm like, yeah. Where's their mom? At work.
And that's another one on the female side too. Like we get sometimes we get a lot of praise because fathers are doing such shitty jobs lately. Like, oh yeah, I put a band-aid on my kid's knee. You put a band-aid on your kid's
They're
knee?
like, here, I'll,
Well, in person? Oh my God, you're such a fantastic father.
uh-huh.
Like that's just how it is
You'd be
because
surprised.
most of the dads out there aren't doing most of that work.
You'd be surprised how many women will just say, "Hey, I want to see you in daddy mode." Like they just want to see you parent. I'm like, what?
Seriously.
Yeah, just want to see you in dad mode.
That's
I'm like, y'all
crazy.
nasty for real. Like, put them
Man.
on punishment
Well,
real
thank
quick.
y'all for tuning in. We appreciate y'all tuning in for this podcast. This is our fourth one. We are gonna keep this going. Thank y'all for listening. Like and subscribe. listen to us on Spotify or look for us on YouTube. All right. And remember, just because you're the one thinking it doesn't mean that you are the crazy one.
Bang, bang.